Hello everyone, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jacob. We are Buckeye Training and Consulting. Today we're going to be talking about the 24-hour to 48-hour Bugout Bag / assault pack. What goes inside, what you should have in yours, and what we have in ours.
One thing I would like to note is you always hear the saying, your mission dictates what you pack, or whatever. That's not a total lie. That's right. You know, what you're planning for is what you want to put into your bag, right? So, for example, you know, if you want more of a week-long ruck or whatever, that's what you should put in. You should prep for a week. If you plan on being some dude who's going to build fires and huts out in the woods, you know, maybe you might want to throw a freaking hatchet in there, you know, or some fire starter stuff. Me, for example, mine is built a little differently. So all my group of cohorts were designed to come to my property. My property is the Alamo. My property is where we stand. It is where everyone bugs out to, if you will. So mine's built a little differently. It might not necessarily be the most high quality bag, but again, I'm already here where I'm supposed to be, right? So I'm here at home. I'm not really bugging out anywhere, but it's still a good bag to pack for operations or whatever, or if I'm going camping or need to throw it in my car for whatever.
All right, so my bag, it's set up like Ryan said, his house is the Alamo. We have a couple locations that if you attend one of our classes, we'll be able to tell you the best ways to map places out, where you should be, what you should avoid. Ryan's house for us is the Alamo. It's where we're taking our final stand. Shit ever hits the fan, extreme. We have to go somewhere. The world is ending. We hit the Alamo. Me, a couple of our buddies that are in our group, we have to go here. So my bag is set up to be able to go from our first rally point to our second rally point and then to Ryan's house. So it's going to be set up a little bit differently, and we'll discuss the differences in those bags when we show you them.
I guess mine will probably be a little shorter, so I'll go ahead and lead off. So my bag is more designed to be more of a short-term sustainment, right? So we'll dig in on the most important sides. I lead off with the sides. I lead off with ammunition and medical. It is the reason why I put it on these side pouches is because everyone in my group can access it. We've got ammunition for our standardized group weapons systems, a AR-15 here in the United States. Got a couple 30-round magazines, a Glock 19 magazine, which is what everyone carries. I also, on the other side here, I've marked it with red tape so that way everyone else in my group can determine which side is which. Got a bunch of packing gauze, a couple extra tourniquets, chest seals, quick clot. I'm not going to yank it all out because, quite honestly, it's a bitch to get in there. The thing to remember when buying medical gear is don't buy it off Amazon or Wish. Medical gear is one thing you do not want to skip on. It literally could save you or somebody else's that you care for life. Buy it from reputable brands. You know, on duty in law enforcement, I carry the T-Rex Arms IFACs, which are sourced from, I believe, North American Rescue. Or for my bug-out bags or prepping, I carry North American Rescue themselves. We'll dive right here into the big pouch. Move my ammo off to the side. We'll dive right here into the big pouch. If I am smart enough to find the zipper.
Is there an echo in here?
Again, I plan for short term. I've got another extra top. I've got t-shirt, waffles that we were issued in the Army in case it gets cold, and an extra pair of pants. Multicam, honestly, it's just what I have. Are they the greatest Cry Precisions? No. They're solid, U.S. military issued, surplus. You know, they'll get the job done. Pants. Bug spray. No explanation needed. I'm not going to bother pulling out all my underwear. Solar charger, phones, because, you know, the grid might not be totally down. You still might have access to your cell phone, or maybe it's just a natural disaster where you need to charge batteries off of this thing. Still a great thing to have. Extra socks. Never forget extra socks. Don't ever forget socks. That is probably one of the biggest things I could give you, and if not necessarily in a practical standpoint, more of a comfort thing. Your feet will get wet, and they will become very uncomfortable, and it is terrible. We'll move on to the bigger pouches right here. Ibuprofen. essential. You know, U.S. medic issued ibuprofen, socks, and water. I got some zip ties for whatever my zip ties may need. Charging cable for an iPhone because I have an iPhone. Poncho for when you don't want shit to get wet. I also carry toilet paper. Toilet paper because you need to wipe your ass, especially in a shit hits the fan scenario or whatever.
When shit quite literally hits.
Yes. Sunglasses. I get headaches quite frequently if I don't wear sunglasses. Waterproof container for matches. Iodine for injuries or whatnot. To be honest, I don't know why those are shoved in there at the bottom. I think just extra. A compass. A good, reliable compass. Now, honestly, this one was bought from Amazon. However, I looked up the reviews. I have not used it. So can I go say it's the best damn thing since sliced bread? No. It's a compass. It's highly reviewed on Amazon. I'm sure it would get the job done, and especially since I'm already here where I need to be. Maps. I have a map of Ohio, again, because we're based out of Ohio. Hence the name Buckeye Training Consulting. I think in this, I would also recommend when you have maps, pre-designating, maybe points of interest along the routes or whatever. Every single family member's house or any other members in your group's location. I carry more ammo inside my bag because you can never have enough ammunition. I carry 2 more bags on the inside. And we'll keep going into the smaller pouches. This is a bag for...
It's a bag with a bag.
This is a bag to cover my bag. Thank you very much.
A bag with a bag. With a bag.
In case you ever need to keep your shit dry because you don't ever want wet shit. This bag contains all my fire starter stuff. It's very condensed in here. I've got multiple different kinds. Actual fire starter kindling, waterproof matches in a watertight container, other regular matches and whatnot. We'll just set that off to the side for meow. Multi-tool, backup multi-tool. I carry a multi-tool right on my actual kit, and we'll go into in a separate video. I carry a multi-tool. This is multi-tool separate.
A multi what?
This is just a Walmart brand knockoff multi-tool I keep in there as a spare. And again, another poncho, mosquito net, another poncho because fishing line. And then we'll go into my bottom part of my pack. The reason why this stuff down here is in the bottom is more so for accessibility for my other teammates. If I were out walking around or whatever and say, hey, it's getting cold, can you hand me my fleece cap? They know where it's at. Can you hand me my balaclava? They know where it's at. Can you hand me my gloves? They know where it's at. I also did not replace it after the water video, but I also keep a life straw in here as well as some extra 550 cord and a Sawyer Mini just in case. Again, this is just what I carry. I carry kind of the bare minimums, enough to live off of 1 or 2 days. I usually will carry some food in here. I don't, however, we recommend some MREs or some of the Mountain House foods that'll come in a separate video, or even ramen noodles, for Christ's sakes. But I have the basics, really. Socks, extra clothes, food, and water. That's all you need, really. Again, the stereotypical saying, your mission dictates what you carry, is true. You don't want to go carry extra shit you don't need to, extra shit you don't have, because those ounces add up to pounds, and that's just going to put a lot of pressure and extra unnecessary and unneeded weight on you as well. Carry what you need. You can take this as a lesson and kind of build off of it or modify for what you and your specific needs are. I'm done rambling now, so we'll go ahead and head on to Jake. Why, yes, I do drink White Claw. Some might say White Claw is not a very manly drink. Oh, beer, whiskey, dirt, bourbon, whatever. White Claw is for the true men. White Claw is for the people that are not afraid to accept and say they drink White Claw. It's for the real men of men, honestly.
All right, so for my Bugout Bag, like Ryan said in the beginning, mine's a little bit different. Ryan's already here. He's already established. His is kind of set towards just surviving. Mine is I have to get from where I live out here. So for starters, we have the same bag. I have a ACU Air Force ACU pattern medical kit on my bag. We haven't gone over kits yet, but I also have an IFAK on my kit. This is just so that it's easily identifiable as this is where my medical supplies are. This is the bag that has them all. You can get them from here. In here, it's just going to be, I have a multi-tool, chest seal, splints, socks, gloves, Band-Aids, warmers, any basic non-trauma related first aid gear. So with that being said, we're going to move up to my very front pocket. In this very front pocket, we have a second IFAK. All of this is kept inside a sealed package. It's good until a while. Lyle, crocodile, it's good for a while. All right, it's good for a while. So in here, I have a cat tourniquet. I have quick clot, shears, a Neo airway. I have adhesive surgical tape. I have everything that I could need. Chest seals for a trauma wound, whether that be a tree limb comes through your chest, whatever it is, you're prepared for it. Like Ryan was stressing, we're not only just, oh, shit hits the fan like we get invaded by a foreign military. This is natural disasters. Something big happens, and we all need to stick together in order to survive. All right. I don't think I have anything else in this front pocket right here. So we're going to go to our next layer. So this is where I'm kind of different from the rest of the crew. So I am a type 1 diabetic. If people don't know what that is, my pancreas, about a year ago, decided that it was time to head out. So felt kind of... Go away, Siri. Felt kind of sick one day at work. Next thing I know, boom, diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is not because I'm a fat ass. This figure is not fat. Fat ass. Anyway, my diabetes, there's hyper, hypo. Hypo means that my sugar is always low. Activity brings my sugar down. Hyper means it's high. Those are the people that you see with insulin pumps, constantly putting insulin in their arms. I'm the opposite. I'm constantly eating sugar. So that, caveating. If you have a medical condition, make sure your team knows about it. Make sure your team knows what to look for. Everybody on my team has sat down and knows exactly what to look for low signs, knows exactly how to treat when I'm low, knows exactly what they need to do in order to make me able to survive. Yes, I know in the worst situation, we start running out of stuff for me to eat or ways for my body to get sugar, it's going to be bad for me, but you're just going to have to accept it. So for me, I keep in my vest as well as in my bag, these are energy chews and energy gels. They're very high in sugar, very high in carbs. So these things right here can keep me going for a while. They're going to prevent a low and they're going to treat a low very quickly. Have a couple payday bars. Same thing. It's protein and sugar. It's going to keep me up. You'll see in our next video, we did food. I have a hard food brick. It's protein. It gets the job done. A lot of calories can keep you moving because like Ryan said, I'm coming here. I'm not sitting. Ramen noodles. You can smash them up. They're going to fit in a tight little gap. It's something that just, even though it's not a comfort of home when you're out there, shit sucks, you can eat some ramen noodles. You'll be great. Got another pack of ramen noodles because you never have enough ramen. 2 steel AR magazines. Typical combat load is about 6 magazines, so you want to have about 6 on your person. All of us carry a combat load of 6. You want to have another 6 in your bag because you don't know how fast you're going to go through that. So I have 2 steel AR magazines. I have the Life Straw. Once again, covered in another video. You get thirsty, you can drink with this just about anywhere with little to no maintenance. All right, moving on. In both of my side pouches, 2 more magazines. That's 4. Six. Some additional items kept in the bag. Solar charger. Like Ryan said, it's not always going to be the communists who jumping from the sky and going outside to scream Wolverines. Got to keep your devices powered up. We all carry radios. Got to keep your radios going. Even on patrol as a police officer, this thing is a lifesaver. Bag cover. Cover your bag. Shit stays dry. When it's wet, it goes downhill fast. Keep your shit dry. All right. So I have just a couple carabiners on here. Obviously, if I'm in a situation where I don't want to be loud, these things are coming off. But they're just kept. I attach my Camelback to the back of my bag, making sure it does not cover my medical pouch or my trauma pack. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. So my top container here, poncho, waffles, underwear, socks, and hand warmers. My next one down is all my food and water purification. Little water pouch. It doesn't go with any water purifier, but you can never have enough water on you. When you see water and need to get it, put it in. We have water purification tablets made by Coleman. They do a pretty decent job. Silverware, chemlights, and zip ties. Chemlights, you're hiking somewhere, you need to see where you're heading back to, or just in general, marking a path, marking a trail, even keeping track of each other when it's dark out. Chemlights are the way to go. Duct tape. You can put that shit on everything.
I didn't realize this is a Frank's Red Hot commercial.
Listen,
okay.
You can put that shit on everything. Fire starter kit, just like Ryan's. Everything in here is waterproof. We got fire starters, we got matches, we got waterproof matches. You name it, it's in here. This is a secondary water purification kit. It is the, the Sawyer. This is the larger version of the Sawyer, which we reviewed in a video that should be up. Sawyer. It's got 2 bags, tubes, bags. Like I said, you can never have enough water. It'll get the job done. Back to the diabetes. Swedish fish. Yum. I keep a second pair of OCP pants, OCP top, t-shirt, and extra shotgun ammo. And then in here as well, we remove them for filming of a rations video. I'll usually keep 1 or 2 Mountain House meals, something that can get me warm, keep me moving, and give me those little comforts of home, along with a mess kit. We carry other items, but those are on our kit. We'll get to the kit at a different video. This is just what should basically be in your pack for an op. If anybody has any questions, anything like that, feel free to drop it in the comments. We can answer your questions, go into more things. Something that we'd also like to start trying. If you guys have a challenge for us, you want to see us do something, you want to see us survive somewhere, let us know. We'd be happy to do it. We'd love to experience it, give you guys feedback, try a product. So unless Ryan has anything else, anything? Wow, what a guy.
Oh, I'll have to cut that out.
If you've stuck around this long, you're either really fucking stupid or you're really fucking bored.
Or both.
Either way, we appreciate you hanging out, but we would like to make a little disclaimer here.
We want to make it very clear that this is not for a militia. This is not for an extremist group. This is not for anything like that. This is simply to keep us and our families prepared for if or when the worst happens. We're in a very scary society today. We have Chinese spy balloons, UFOs, train derailments,
COVID or some other kind of disease.
Natural disasters. Hurricanes are bigger and worse than they ever were before. So this is just to keep you prepared and keep you ready.
And you know, a side note to that, you know, I'd like to add a little comment. You see all these Instagram, YouTube, fucking high-speed influencers or whatever you want to call them, right? You got to go and get the latest $1,500 Trigicon optic or the $4,000 Daniel Defense rifle, and that's affordable. That's affordable. $4,000 for one rifle is not affordable to your everyday average citizen out there. And what we look to do with this company is we like to inform and educate and equip the everyday American citizen so they can defend themselves, defend their friends, and defend their family from whatever the hell happens in this world. We appreciate you hanging out, and I know we have some other planned content here coming soon. Whether it be gear reviews, food reviews, whatever, prepping. We're starting to get into gardening and water collection and whatever it may be. We're here, and we look forward to growing with you in our brand new company, and we appreciate you being along for the ride. So thank you.
We're here to chew bubble gum and make sure that you are prepared, and we're all out of bubble gum.